Hello, everyone. I'm Botanist Cool. All that cool stuff. This is the YouTube intro part. If you have been watching me during the charity stream, it's still the same day as the last time I painted these guys, but an hour or so later. So, yeah, we are still painting the Young Adult Red Dragon Mini. It's coming out great. Really happy with how it's turning out. And what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to solidify some of those areas with Mephiston Red, and then we're going to start using Dragon Red to do dry brushing. But so you guys can see what's going on. Here's where we're starting right. Go from here. Yeah. Anyways, let's continue on. I do have my glasses, right? And it'll only be another, I say, 45 minutes. We have at 7 o'clock some things to do with Sleepy. She's going to be hosting a little game show. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm very excited for it. And you guys should be very excited for it. Alright. Hold on. One more thing I need. There we go. Got it. Get another piece of paper. I need one for the dry brushes. I need one for brushes. Here. Would be good. Alright, let's get going. I'll have to move my camera just a tad bit. That's a little loud, isn't it? Hold on, let me lower that a bit. There we go. Just kind of doing a quick. Here. What's really funny is we have a volunteer where I work who apparently also paints Warhammer, and she is a older lady. I want to say probably around 60s or 70s. Really funny. It's like, oh yeah, you paint? Oh, I paint too. What do you paint? I'm like, and she's probably talking to me, say like portraits or something. Like, I paint these little miniatures, like the dragons and Warhammer. She goes, oh, me too. And I'm like, oh my god, that's so sick. It's this like 60-year-old lady who paints fucking Warhammer with her husband, and it's so cute, so fucking cute. Absolutely love it. So adult. She's gonna bring me pictures of her. Got plenty of years on me. I think this is the longest I've really done a lot of game. Like 5 or 6 hours each. Like, to be fair, I've only been doing this now, max. But like earlier today, we did like 4. Like, I haven't painted this. Very happy. Many paintings of. It's very therapeutic. Very therapeutic. I think I said something. Sorry, I was I like. I'm not gonna send this shot. I have so many VODs. One of those I'm probably gonna be up even. I've injured my back. I wanna go work. Okay. I really want to be active. I've hated just sitting there. Like, I wanted to go. I'm gonna go on a walk. Then if I like using, like, even walking back, the reason it is, I don't know what. I guess, like, fuck you. Your back is mine now. We're gonna switch reds. I think that's a lot of really good red. We are gonna switch reds to a lighter red. To dragon red. And oh. Okay, that needs a little shaking. That needs a lot of shaking, excuse me. We're gonna do a whole bunch of lighter dry brushing. Actually, what I'm gonna do one more time before I do this is maybe I'll go through, I'll hit big, let me check it. I'm gonna give the wings another coating of red, actually, before I do anything. Of Mephiston red. And I'm gonna use the bigger dry brush. Because what I want to do is I really want to get some of those big areas covered in it. And I really want to get that Mephiston red to be really strong there. That makes sense? But like, I'm gonna do that real quick. At least on the wings. Like, some of the bigger, flatter areas are not as red as I'd like them to be. So like, let's get that real quick. Got a big driver. See how much redder that is already, actually? This is a great brush. Fucking love it. Okay, let's go here. Alright, now we're gonna go for Dragon Red. And we'll use the same brush for Dragon Red for a bit. Because like, it'll be good. What I don't want to do with Dragon Red is I don't want to use a lot of it. I mean I do. What I don't want to do is I don't want to make it overbearing. So the whole point now is to get a nice little mix of it in without it being... without it taking over. Because it is going to be a very different red. It's going to be a much brighter red. What I have to do is I have to be a little lighter with it on the dry brushing. But at the same time, I gotta like hit those areas nice and good, you know what I'm saying? Again, the difference is pretty obvious. So, let's do it. Look at that. Let me put it a little higher. Look at that. That is such a huge difference already, actually. I can see it very, very well. I don't know if you can, but... such a big difference. Look at that. You see that? That is wonderful. I don't need to do much more than that. Let me get a little in here. Gotta be a little careful going up. That is looking fantastic. Look at the area later. These areas I'll have to touch up with another brush because like it's so small. Hard to get into. So we'll have to touch up some of the other areas later from the brush, but this area we're gonna put a lot less efforts on the highlight because like it's the underwing. It's supposed to be a little darker, so like that's light. That's a little darker. We're not going too crazy on the highlights here, you know what I'm saying? It's the underside of the wing. Doing enough that you could see the difference. Not enough that it's like, ah, there's light on this. We'll probably do a shade lighter as well on the other side. To even accentuate it further, but like... that's good color differentiation. That's light side. A little bit. Alright, let's take one of these smaller brushes real quick. I'm gonna go for all those small areas now that are like in between, like here. Here. That was a little much on there, actually. Wasn't dry enough. Gave me a little too much red. Well, on areas that it'd be fine if there was a little extra. There's areas that wouldn't be seen as well. There are certain areas of the mini that you could to make a little mistake or two, and it's going to be fine. And that's where I made that mistake, so it's fine. I'm not too worried. I think I could finish the red today. That's my goal. Alright, I'm going to take a little bit of this red. I'm going to mix it with a little bit of this demonic yellow. And we are going to make that a very bright red. Well, it's going to turn kind of orange, isn't it? What if I... No, that's fine. I don't want to mix it... Well, if you mix it with a lighter green... Hold on. I'm going to mix it with green. I'm going to try yellow first, because that makes a little more sense in my head, right? So I'm going to take that. Pour a bunch of it down. I'm going to take the yellow. I'm also going to pour a little bit of it down. I like a drop in there, drop and a half. Let's mix that shit together. I could use a little more, actually. Mixing it just with, like, white is gonna be... You don't... Mixing it with just with white is, like, it's fine. But, like, it's not a... It's a value change, not like a tone change. Or whatever. It's a different kind of, like, change color. Okay. Work. And let's see how that looks on me versus the red. Other red. That's still a very bright red. Hold on. Where's the Alright. We might have to introduce a little bit of yellow to it then. White to it then. Okay, we'll put a little bit of white. Not bad. It's just not the drastic color difference I was hoping for. You know what I'm saying? A little bit of Korax white. Not that much. There you go. All right, that's enough. I can mix these together, see how that goes now. Opa, ella. Dropped a whole bunch of it. I intended to do. That's making a nice little. See, that's too pink now. That's what I wanted to avoid with the white. So it's one of those where you got to find that right balance between the colors. If I could get a little bit of red in there, maybe I can make it. That's a little. Alright, cool. Take a look at this now. That's better. Alright. I forgot to get myself a water cup. Give me 1 second. Alright. So, we're going to do one last layer of dry brushing. And then from after that point, we're going to start working in the future. Not today. We'll start working on the underside of the scales. That's going to be the important stuff after that, you know? Alright. Good. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. Gotta be a little light, but you know. Just a tad light, and it's great. I might go over for a little bit of red after this. This will be like a little underlayer. This ink will be like an underlayer to that red. You know what I'm saying? And then they'll help that red show off a little bit more if there was like, if it was coming through with the pink on the back. You know what I'm saying? We'll try. We'll see. Cool. I don't really want to get the underside too much. Oh, let me take a look at this outside of the 8th. little pink. We're gonna go back to red. And now that my brush is covered in this pink, it's gonna mix with this red a bit more. And hopefully it will make a nice little mix between the two. Yeah, it takes a little bit of the edge off and makes it a... That's great. Great. That becomes a lot redder now. That red shows off more. That's what. Yep. 6:39. I have a little bit of time left still. Alright, we're good. Hey, nothing there. Flesh tone. All right, let's do this real quick. Afterwards, we will take some time in the next stream I stream on this one to maybe tomorrow. Really wanting to actually. Not that I'm gonna finish it, but you know, there's like a park here. Gotta fucking prevent it from pulling over. Actually, I should have a better brush right now than this. This one or... Okay. Maybe I should take that off. Okay, we got it off. Water. God damn it. God damn it. Hey. We can smoke. Do I have more of that flayed one flesh? I do. Hey. There are, yep, spikes on the back of the heel. I know. Back of the up. Okay. Spikes, and I don't know if that's for now. Oh, wait. Are the spikes not on? They are hidden. Don't worry about them. Cool. All right. Alright guys, here is the Dragon Mini, coming out very well. Our next step is to take care of the chest, the horns, and the rest of the wings in terms of getting the black on the back. And yeah, we'll go from there. Alright, for watching on YouTube as a VOD, YouTube, stay safe, stay Botanist Cool. See you soon. It's going to be a shorter VOD. Bye, YouTube.